If you are trying to max out your theme team and you are in need of coins, look no further than my brand new sponsor, MMOEXP. They have the cheapest coins on the market and they are easily the most reliable site out there. Use code JOCK at checkout for 5% off your order. There will be a link to the website in the description below. Yo, what's good, boys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build the best theme team in MUT. As of right now, in the current state of Madden 21, I believe the best way to go about building a theme team is taking two separate teams and splitting them down the middle, taking the best players from one theme team and the best players from another theme team and merging it together, and then, putting Sprinter on those cards and just having a more of a well-rounded team instead of just going with one theme team, and because every theme team is going to have some holes, right? So if you take maybe two of your favorite teams and merge them together, the team's probably going to be nasty and a lot better than a 50 out of 50 theme team. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys is find two teams to merge together and, to make this just super theme team. It's almost like a God Squad theme team, kind of. You guys can see right here we have a 94 overall with a 93 offense and a 95 defense for our Bills and Washington theme team. Before we dive into the lineup, if you are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe. We post daily Madden content on this channel. Also, leave a like. 80 likes and I got you boys with another video tomorrow. Say what's up down in the comments and don't forget to turn post noties on. So what I think I'm going to do for this video is basically just show you guys all of the players that we have, even our backups and all that stuff. Show you what abilities are on, what chemistries we have, and just giving you my overall perspective on how I use this team. If you guys don't want to use these exact two teams, that's completely fine with me. I mean, go do your thing. But I'm going to show you how to build the exact team that I am using in MUT right now. So starting with our offensive line, might as well get this out of the way because it's probably going to be the most boring part. Very simple. We have Chris Samuels, who is a left tackle, Campus Heroes. Richie Incognito, which is a Bills power-up. You need his power-up to get the Bills chem. For our center, we are running Jason Kelsey right now because I got him for free. Our right guard is Brandon Sheriff. I'm not sure how to say his last name, but he is currently on the Washington football team, so you do not need his power-up if you don't want it. Morgan Moses is our right tackle. And then our backups are Trent Williams, Quentin Spain, Chase Rouillet, I'm not sure how to say his name, John Feliciano, and Cody Ford. So that takes care of our offensive line. And then jumping over to tight end, we have 96 overall Chris Cooley. He is definitely the best possible tight end you can get on this theme team. And then Logan Thomas, you do not need his power-up. You can just go ahead and grab his 92 overall. Might be a little bit cheaper too. Or honestly, if you're not going to use the second tight end, just grab Dawson Knox or some random lower league card that you want to use. Not sure. You don't need Logan Thomas though. You can throw in Dawson Knox or maybe a gold Washington card. We also have Tyler Kroft as our third tight end. So that's pretty much that. And Diggs 95 overall is our number one receiver. Our two receiver is Terry McLaurin, and then our third receiver is Cole Beasley. I do not have his power up. All these guys, you don't really need their power up unless you're gonna fully invest in building this team. If you're trying to build this team from the ground up and maybe you're a little bit newer to Madden, you don't need their power-ups unless it's a guy like Richie Cognito, or Robert Woods, who's not currently on that team and you need to be able to change his team chem. That's where it gets a little tricky. At running back, we could have Sean Alexander right here. He would have 99 speed, but I just don't really feel the need for buying him right now. He's probably super expensive. Wilson McGahee is our first running back, and then our second running back is Reggie Bush. You do need Reggie Bush's power-up to get the Bills chem because his base card will have Saints chem because that's the jersey he's in the card. Then our third running back is Kenyon Drake, just because he's one of my favorite running backs, and we just keep him there for absolutely no reason at all, just because we like the card. Our starting quarterback is Josh Allen, and then our backup quarterback is Alex Smith. For fullback, you can just put whatever filler you want in that first spot. The second spot, I put Pat DeMarco. He gets Bills chem. Our backup receivers, I'm not sure if I went over them, are Robert Woods, and then Cody Latimer. He gets a Washington chem. So we're going to take a look at what abilities I like to run on offense and just give you guys a little insight on why we do what we do over here on the channel. So first ability is Matchup Nightmare on our tight end, and that's because out of Strong Close and out of, what's the other one, Gun Type Bunch, our tight end is going to be lined up on the line of scrimmage in both of those formations. So every single time, either a strong safety or a linebacker is going to be covering him. And if he's running across the field, it's most likely going to be a linebacker that's covering our tight end. So Matchup Nightmare lights up all the times on those posts, the delay fades, all that kind of stuff. I use this ability. It's absolutely perfect, and I would highly recommend you use this on your tight end. Our second ability is Polar Elite on our right guard, and the reason I put this ability on Sheriff is because I run this one play counter out of weak close flex. We run it every single game, and we always run it to the left side because that's just what has been working for me lately. When we run it to the left side, the right guard ends up pulling, and with this ability, we get a better block from our right guard because sometimes, we're running this counter play, and Sheriff will just run past the guy he's supposed to block or just get absolutely bitched, ran over. So I slapped Polar Elite on him. It's only 1 AP, and until we get maybe a new receiver and we can get better abilities on that second receiver, we're going to keep Polar Elite on the team. For our quarterback, Josh Allen, we are running Pocket Deadeye and Gunslinger. Pocket Deadeye is perfect pass accuracy from inside the pocket, and Gunslinger is just faster throwing animation. So I run Gunslinger because it's just extremely OP with Josh Allen's throw power and faster throwing animation, faster throw power, more velocity. It's just all perfect world. Gunslinger, definitely use it. Pocket Deadeye is for when we are chilling in the pocket and maybe we're running like some crosser plays or maybe we've got some strong close bombs. We just can't, rolling out's one thing, but we can't be missing throws from inside the pocket. So I put Pocket Deadeye on there. It just makes me feel a little bit more safer using Josh Allen. Hopefully when Josh Allen gets a new upgrade, we don't have to worry about that and we can put like Dashing Deadeye or something on him. We also have Backfield Master on Reggie Bush. It gives him more hot routes and improved catching out of the backfield. If you want to mess around with those hot routes, it's only 1 AP with Reggie Bush because he's a receiving back. If you want to mess around with those hot routes, there's a lot of good stuff in there. But also the improved catching helps a ton. So, Backfield Master, it pretty much is self-explanatory. It just makes him a beast catching passes out of the backfield. And our first receiver, we have Diggs. I put Route Tech on him because his route running ability is already pretty good. But with those crispy, if we want to run like a hitch or a post, we can always rely on Route Tech to get our receiver open, especially versus man coverage. We also have Secure Protector on our blindside left tackle. Chris Samuel, stronger protection versus quick block shed moves. I don't really know if it works. We're just kind of testing it out. Secure Protector on your backside left tackle. Probably would recommend that. And then our last ability is Reach For It on our bell cow Willis McGahee. So, this Reach For It definitely lights up at least 2 or 3 times a game. In the gritty weekend league games and you need a first down in like the third or fourth quarter, if your guy can just automatically reach for it, that's a huge advantage. So I would definitely recommend having Reach For It. Either Reach For It, Balance Beam, or Backfield Master. All 3 of those abilities in your backfield could do you some serious work. If you want to take a look at what Play Fake does to your team, you can pause it and look right there. Bills 30 out of 35. Washington 25 out of 30, and then Sprinter is on every single one of my starters on offense. So on defense, you can see here, I'm just going to go through all the players we have. Sean Taylor, Micah Hyde, you do not need this power up if you don't want it. Takeo Spikes, Preston Smith, John Bostic, Tremaine Edmonds, London Fletcher, Sam Mills, Cornelius Bennett, Landon Collins, which is the out of position card, Jordan Poyer, Kendall Fuller, Deion Sanders, Stephon Gilmore need his power up, Ryan Kerrigan, Deacon Jones, Leroy Glover, Ed Oliver, Albert Hainsworth, Kyle Williams, Chase Young, Myles Garrett, filler, free card, might as well have it in the lineup. Tre'Davious White, Troy Vincent, and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So that's our entire lineup on defense. So right now, we run nickel 3-3-5 for our defense. So we have 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and then we have 2 safeties over top, and then 3 corners on the field. So 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, that's 6, 2 safeties, that's 8, and then 3 defensive backs, or 3 corners, which is 11. 11 people on the field, obviously, on defense. I don't really have the best defense, but my scheme is definitely decent. On the defensive line, we like to put Chase Young, Albert Hainsworth, and Ryan Kerrigan on the field. Leroy Glover is also really good, but Chase Young's super fast. Kerrigan just got a new card, really strong card, and then Hainsworth is a problem in the middle. So those are our 3 defensive linemen. At linebacker, my user is left outside linebacker Landon Collins. And then our other 2 linebackers that I sub in are Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. You can sub in safeties as linebackers in nickel 3-3-5. So our middle linebacker is Landon Collins, left outside linebacker, out of position. And then our other 2 linebackers are Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. Aside from that, the 2 safeties on top are Sean Taylor and Kendall Fuller. And then our 3 corners are Trey White, Troy Vincent, and Deion Sanders. This defense, the personnel is really good. You can do basically anything you want. There's good DBs, there's good linebackers, there's a good defensive line. Very strong team. However, nickel 3-3-5, I just like having the safeties bringing down his linebackers, and then your good safeties, leave them up top and let them do their thing. And then I'll just show you guys what abilities we're running on defense, my insight on those abilities, and then we'll just get right out of here real quick. So on defense, our first two like major abilities are 2 one-step aheads for our 2 outside corners. This is a good scheme for abilities to run if you run a lot of man coverage. This ability absolutely locks down receivers in man coverage, especially when you have 99 stats on your DBs. However, I don't really run man enough to keep these abilities on. So I might change these abilities in the future. I will update this video, this like how to build the theme team, whatever. I will update this video if I do change the abilities, or just show you guys in stream or something like that. But one step ahead is a really good ability. I would recommend you trying it out. Maybe not sticking with it if you don't like it, but definitely give it a shot if you haven't already. Our third DB with abilities is Trey White. We put Acrobat on him. He is our slot, our nickel corner. So we don't really need him to be manning, like locking people up. As long as he can make those jumping and diving swats and interceptions from the nickel corner position, that'll be perfectly fine for our team. Our fourth DB with abilities is Sean Taylor. He has an X Factor, universal coverage, which is probably the best X Factor. And then we also have Deep Out Zone KO, as his ability costs 2 AP. It just improved reactions and knockouts in deep outside zones. So my like strategy behind this ability is Sean Taylor is always either in cover 2 as one of the high safeties, or he's the high safety in cover 3. So for 2 AP, I'm never going to get bombed over the top deep because Sean Taylor's going to get those improved reactions and knockouts in the deep zones. So, I mean, if you're tired of getting bombed over top in cover 3 and stuff like that, just put Deep Out Zone KO on your safety and you'll be fine. You do have to make sure that the safety with this ability activated, though, is always in that deep blue. You can never have him in the purple curl flat because then the ability is completely useless. It's only for deep zones. Does that make sense? Okay. And then our last ability is just Edge Threat on Ryan Kerrigan. I might switch these 2 one-step aheads to Acrobat, and then I might switch this to Double or Nothing, and then really bring some more players into the mix with our AP limit at 12. So if I were to say how much this team costs, it was probably like 2.5 to 3 mil, training included. But I mean, the team is expensive, but if you grind, anything's attainable in this game. Or if you just want to spend money like I did, I mean, I have a whole channel that brings money back into my wallet. But if you guys want to spend money and make a team like this, I'd encourage doing a 25 Bills, 25 Washington theme team if you guys are trying to build an absolute God squad. Say you have a theme team already with like your favorite squad, regardless of what team it is. Take the 25 best players on that team, sell the rest or just dump the rest or maybe keep the rest just in case you need backups, and then stick either Buffalo or Washington on the second half of that team, and it'll be disgusting because, I mean, the DBs for Buffalo is Troy Vincent, Trey White, and Stefon Gilmore. And then the DBs for Washington is Troy Vincent, Deion Sanders, and DRC. So, like, regardless of what team you choose, you're going to have insane corners, good safeties with Sean Taylor, Micah Hyde, and Fuller and Poyer are decent. I mean, Landon Collins kind of counts. If you are new to the channel and you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to daily MUT content, guys. Remember, 80 likes, I got you boys with another video tomorrow. Say what's up down in the comments. If you have any questions at all, definitely let me know what's up, and I'll respond, get back to you. I'll try helping you boys out as much as possible. Don't forget to turn post noties on. That being said, Jock signing out.